The Discover Samsung Spring event is here, because they're not that well known. They're a smaller company looking to get more exposure for themselves over there at Samsung, so you can't blame them for that. And it's not so much about the sales that are going on this week, even though I think they were giving you yesterday. It was a 1 day only because, you can't tax the budget that much. You got $100 credit on your S23 Ultra purchase. But what they did do is bring the trade-in offers back into this universe, at least back into the realm of sanity, with what they're going to offer you for your device in exchange for an S23 Ultra. And it's important to go over, and I wanted to go over it. Link will be in the description, by the way, does directly help the channel, because I believe a lot of people should get this phone. I think if you've been wanting this phone, or you've been waiting for it, or it's just the price that's been putting you off, and I don't blame you for that, it's everything it was built to be and then some. They're asking all the money, yes, I'm going to complain about that in just a moment, but they did deliver this year on that. Everything from front to back is excellent on it. Whether it's the display, whether it's the battery life, the performance, the optimizations, the software, the camera, you name it, this phone does it well. And I've been swapping my SIM a lot around here in the past few days because I've been trying to get update videos done and stuff like that, and kind of go back and try some different devices and think about some comparisons. But every time I pick this guy up and start scrolling through and just using it to look up stuff that I have to look up to here, I'm like, boy, I can't wait till I get back on this device. Because it's that good, and it's that smooth, and it's that well optimized, and it's just that enjoyable to use. So if you've been thinking about it, but it's the price that's been holding you off. And look, be careful when you go on their website. We're going to go over the prices in a moment, but I want to cover this part first. Be careful when you go on their website, because there is that 8 gig version, 256 gig of storage roaming around. I don't think they have it on their website anymore, but Samsung's not exactly straightforward with their website describing which version you're getting RAM-wise. So double check, triple check that when you have the 256 gig selected, that you're getting the 12 gigs of RAM, because at 8 gigs of RAM, I don't like it. $1,200 for the 12 gig, 256 gig version. $1,379. The prices on the 512 gig version are at a level that would even make Scrooge McDuck blush. We're really getting up there now for a slab phone, $1,379. And because of the performance, because of the extended support, because of how well this phone runs and the design and all the rest of it, this isn't going to be a one and done phone. If you're spending that kind of money, you're going to keep it to 3 and 4 years. So you're going to want that extra storage, and it's going to cost you that much more. So no expandable storage. If you're somebody who's into cloud storage, that might get you by with the 256, but for the most part, you're going to be springing for that extra money. Man, that hurts. That just hurts to see. It hurt my eyeballs earlier when I was looking at it, $1,379. But let's talk about what they're getting you now. They're saying it's promotional offers for the trade-in, so let's go over. Your Z Fold 4. If for some reason you're trading in your $1,700 or $1,800 Z Fold 4 on this, first off, find a medical professional to help you with whatever it is you got going on. $750 on that. Now the ones that really kind of get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about. The S22 Ultra, if you remember, I think it was like $500 originally. Insulting. $700 now. That's at least fair. Is it the outsized $800 or $900 that we were hoping for? No. But at the same time, you want to give and take or whatever. You want it to be the market value. I think $700 is at least in the ballpark as to what that would be worth on a trade-in. You sell it privately, you're going to get, what, $800 now at this point? Maybe $850. You got to deal with eBay. You got to deal with the fees. You got to deal with buyers. You got to deal with all the nonsense there. Perhaps that's not something you want to deal with. Chop $100 off that, give it to Samsung, and get you one of these, and you'll be fine. Z Fold 3, which is a little bit more realistic, $680. Note 20 Ultra. This is interesting. $600. And, I'm going to skip the list here a little bit because the Note 10 Plus is $480. The Note 9 is $410. And the Note 8 is $380. Those are really strong. And I think Samsung is trying to entice people who would be upgraded. Because what does this look like? Okay, it looks like a Note. Doesn't look like an S series. It looks like a Note. So I think they're trying to entice people who are holding on to that Note 8, hold on to that Note 9. I did a video on it. There's plenty of you out there who are clinging to dear life with your Note 9s. Okay, they want to entice you to give that up and get into something like this at I want to say a decent price, but at least getting probably above market value for your Note 8 and Note 9 at this point, where you're talking, especially about that Note 9, $410 is a pretty strong offer if you trade it in and get that on a discount on the S23 Ultra. I think that's what they're trying to get you to do, is to upgrade from your previous Notes into this one. The Note 20 Ultra, you could buy one of those right now, Amazon renewed, for $404. Okay? So you could buy one of those and trade it in and get the money off. I don't know how exactly that works, but if that's a arbitrage that'll you could do and get away with it or whatever. But just understand that the current market going rate for a Note 20 Ultra in good condition unlocked is $404. Samsung will give you $600. So they're trying to get you into this. Your S21 Ultra, $550. Your Flip 4 and your Flip 3, $500 a piece. So you could see them being a little bit more aggressive with the trade-in offers. Not exactly what they were last year, but at least back to something that you could at least sleep at night if you traded in your device. Originally, that $500 on your S22 Ultra, I would not have been able to sleep at night. I would have tossed and turned knowing that I would have been sick giving that in for that. But it's $700 now. You've been waiting. You're not happy with the battery life on your S22 Ultra. You need to have the latest and greatest, whatever it happens to be. I could feel comfortable going ahead and getting this S23 Ultra. And certainly if you're somebody who has those older Note series. I love my Note 10 Plus. I did a whole video, which I'll link at the end of this one, comparing this device to the Note 10 Plus and talking about how you could be more than happy holding on to your Note 10 Plus for another year. But if you're not, if you need the updated screen, 120 hertz refresh rate, whatever it happens to be, performance, you're getting a little sluggish on the 855, I don't think so, but if you are, this is something that you could go to and get $480 for it. That's fine. But understand, again, it's not a charity. They're taking away that free RAM upgrade, or whatever it was, so you're paying full boat. $1,200 for the 256 gig, $1,379 for the 512 gig. So as long as you go in with your eyes open and kind of do the math and do the calculus there on how it works out for you and how long you're going to use the device, then feel free to go ahead, click the link in the description, and go to town. Because this, if you're on the fence about it, don't let it be about performance. I don't think it should be about performance. This phone is absolutely worth whatever. You want to put a dollar amount on it, that's fine. But it matches what they've promised. It is the best device out there. It is excellent. It's great at everything. You're going to get the battery life. You're going to get the performance. You're going to love it, especially if you're coming from an older Note. But get it at a price that's responsible. So maybe this is an opportunity if you've been waiting, holding off to do that, and get some value, actually, for the devices that you're trading in, because otherwise it was just plain insulting before. But otherwise, like I said, make it about price, whether you get this phone or not. Not about the phone itself. Phone itself is absolutely excellent. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have a delicious day.